What's going on, you beautiful people? So in this video, we are going to be talking about setting happiness as our default as a Christian. So a lot of times, happiness is not our default mode. It's crazy to think about, but a lot of times we are focusing on dragging along. There's things we got going on, problems, and that becomes our default mode of just kind of like getting by. Or sometimes we'll be a little bit neutral, but not that overwhelming joy, overwhelming peace, and just love and hope for everybody in the world. The funny thing is, though, a lot of us have felt that overwhelming feeling of love, hope, peace, joy, at least sometime in our life. And it feels so good because you want to go out there, you want to clap everybody's hand, you want to have a great time, you want to be with them, you want to do everything that. But then sometimes we just get into this lull of like we got stuff to worry about, there's things going on, and it's just hard to do that. And the crazy thing is I've realized how much more life can be lived to the fullest, but it is available to every single one of us if we just focus on having gratitude and focus on going towards the joy of the Lord and focusing on the little things that get us into that state every day, rain or shine, tired or not, anything like that. And the power of this is literally, I'm learning it from this dude named Owen, and he talks about how he's realized that state that we're talking about, that fun, that joy, that love of life, of people, of everything, he's realized that you can almost get to that every single day pretty much. And that was a huge unlock for me because I'm like, okay, I thought that was kind of just like if it comes, it comes, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But you can manufacture it to get towards that if we start basking ourselves in the Lord and the appreciation, the gratitude, just like it talks about in the Bible, in the meditations of the Lord and the goodness of Him and the works of Him. We can get to that and we can start to be overwhelming. We're literally freaking pouring out love, hope, peace, joy every single day. But it's crazy because I was talking to my mom about it yesterday, and even she has gotten into that state of, going to work, and work is really beating her up right now. They're really treating her like really terrible. And it's just like you don't have an opportunity to get yourself on your feet. And even for myself, there was a time period where, I was a little bit kind of just trying to get by, man. I was lolling, and it was like there was some stuff I had going on. I was worried about it. And it took away from that peak state, man. These days were not great during that time. And I remember my mother, at the time, I was outside, and I was praying, and then she came up to me, and she noticed that there was something up. And she put her hand over me and she started praying and just saying, Lord, please release him from anything that he has going on. Please release him and allow him, whatever he's got dealing with. And she just prayed over me, and it was so damn amazing. And now I'm from that point to where I am now. It's insane how much different it is because I'm waking up every day excited to be here, excited to just do everything, and I'm at this peak state of love where I feel like I could just touch somebody and it's going to change their life completely. The crazy part is, though, my mother might have gotten into that same thing that I was dealing with at the time because, I was talking to her and I was mentioning about, gratitude and stuff like that, and we were trying to think about, okay, she's feeling like she's getting real beat up. It's hard for her to even get through the days at work and stuff like that. And we were talking about gratitude, and I was like, okay, what's one thing that you're grateful for? And when I think about something I'm grateful for, I think about it like it gets me in this state like, oh, I'm grateful for the fact that I got to watch this Selena documentary recently. I'm grateful for the fact that I've learned this stuff. I'm so grateful for the Lord. So grateful they brought this into my life. But I noticed that for her, she couldn't really think about too many things that she was grateful for. Not that I know that she is, but it's the fact that I think it hasn't been worked into her mind to train to look at that stuff. So she was like, oh, well, I'm grateful for the coffee that I get to drink in the morning. And she's like, isn't it crazy that I can't really think about too many things right now? And that's just the thing that we all have to start to get into, to think about the things that we're grateful for, to start to work it into our conscious mind. I even remember I used to start to do this when I was learning about capturing our stories and being grateful for that stuff. I remember years ago I watched the freaking Hunger Games movie with my parents, and we were there at our old house. We were sitting there having a good time, and I was so grateful for that. Even thinking about it right now gets me into that state of gratitude, and I love that. So for her, we were talking about it, and it's just okay, what's something that we can grasp for? She loves watching movies, she loves doing that stuff, and she's working on that very well. And then also just grounding it in a verse of, I cast all my burdens onto the Lord, for He shall sustain me, and stuff like that. And just being grateful for the Lord and the fact that He is there with us. So the stuff of being able to get to that overwhelming state is just the verses can help you fight against the negative thoughts, the negativity in our mind, and the gratitude can help us be grateful for the days that we have every single day. Now I know it's going to be a fight, but what I really want you guys to just realize is that you can get to this overwhelming state where you're literally just smiling, happy, laughing, cheerful, joyous, peaceful every day, pretty much almost. Now, I'm not saying this every day. Of course, there's going to be some times where it's going to be hard. But I'm saying that you can get to more of those days. And that's what we're looking for, man. It's the most... Life is about being able to have fun, having joy, having peace, being able to do great things through that state. You're going to be able to perform your best. You're going to be able to do your best. You're going to be able to move the best. You're going to have the most energy in your life. And that's what we want to get to, man. I really hope that you guys are able to start to go towards that, or at least be aware when you're not feeling that, and being aware that you can get to more days that are better, that are higher, that are just going to be vibrating like crazy. And you're absolutely going to love it. It literally feels like you're high. It literally feels like you're on drugs. And I believe that it's possible for any single one of you guys, no matter what you got dealing with, no matter what your situation is. Because God, you can do anything through Christ who strengthens you. I love you guys. Hope you have an amazing day. Peace.